Hi, everybody. This week's Parsha of Bemidbar describes the responsibilities of the Levi'im and their service in the Mishkan. Amongst the things that they had to do was to transport the parts of the Mishkan after it was dismantled as Bnei Israel traveled through the desert. But at the very end of the Parsha, the Torah states, V'lo yavo'u lir'ot kivala et HaKodesh. And according to the Rashbam, that means this, that the Levi'im were forbidden to come and to see as the Kohanim dismantled the Mishkan. But why not? Why couldn't they watch? Rosh Pollock was a Rav in Hungary in the early 1920s, and he commented and explained that perhaps God forbid the Levim from watching because God did not want them to have their sense of reverence and beauty and appreciation and awe of the Mishkan diminished. Sometimes the beauty that we see in something resides in our being able to perceive something in its wholeness, in its completeness. But when you see something, the parts taken apart, when you see something disassembled, it changes how you feel about it. You look at the parts and you begin to examine them and get a little bit more critical. And the Levi'im, who ultimately were to be the teachers of the Jewish people, could never have their sense of awe diminished. They had to transmit that to the Jewish people. And when you have a diminishment of that inside of you, you can't be a loyal transmitter of this sense of awe. And that's why Rabbi Pollock says, God forbid the Levi'im of doing it. He takes it one step further and says, it's also true for the Jewish nation. We are an amazing nation. But if you take a look at sometimes at the parts and only look at the parts and see that maybe not all of us are living up to the expectations God had, maybe that'll diminish our respect for the nation entirely. And that can't happen. We are an amazing nation, amazing people doing a grand mission. Let's behold and appreciate the beauty of our nation in its entirety. It's a Torah thought. It only takes a moment. Shabbat Shalom.